Come on, look at the camera.
Thanks.
You're
Thanks. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for joining us. Happy Sunday evening, everyone. Fall weather. What just fell? Your earring?
My life fell apart.
Is everyone experiencing fall weather right now? I can't wait until we get some. It's actually not that bad.
It isn't, because we're in the 80s.
It felt really hot today. Shout out to Teresa, who got a new cat named
Awesome.
Fergus.
Hi, Fergus.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like in the morning feels so good, in the evening feels so good, but man, in the heat of the day,
It's still hot.
whew, I just about had heat exhaustion.
And
today.
you felt it today.
Working in
You
the
were
garden.
working.
Yeah.
I was working too, but not in the garden.
No, you were trying to sell houses.
I was doing my real estate gig.
Oh man, okay. Good things, everyone. Let us know what you got going on good in your life. We start every live with good things. Try and focus on something good, something positive in your life. It can be huge, it can be small, just something good. Let us know in the chat, and if you're watching this later, let us know in the comments what you got going on good in your life. Oh man, good things.
Do you want to go first?
No, I'll let you go first.
Okay. I've got a couple good things, but I'll start with my good thing is that Levi is headed in the right direction with his healing journey. So he is getting tubes removed and, a plan in place, and he is feeling better. No fever, blood pressure under control. Obviously, there's still going to be a few things they're kinks that they're going to have to work out, but for the most part, that's my good thing is that he's getting better.
Yeah, and that's I'll choose something different, but it's also my good thing for sure.
Sorry, I stole it.
No, it's
we
fine.
can have a joint one. A lot of times we have joint ones.
Just I love seeing the progress with Levi and just one step closer to getting him back home. I know he's so tired of being in the hospital.
Yeah. Speaking of Levi, we are giving you a heads up. We're probably going to jump off our live a little bit early tonight, maybe like 5-10 minutes early, because we're going to go to Cooking with Dan and Lou a little bit early so that we can leave Cooking with Dan and Lou early so that we can take Kim some home-cooked food at the hospital. So it's kind of this like a little bit of a domino effect where she has not really had a really good home-cooked meal in a minute. So I offered to bring her some of Dan and Lou's cooked food from tonight up there. So we're kind of cutting everything short, live, Dan and Lou's, to get to her before they shut down visiting hours. So just giving you a heads up that that's where we're going to be headed here in a little bit.
For my good thing, I'm going to say, how about them Texans?
I knew it.
How about them Texans? Because it's been rough.
It's been a little sad.
It's been rough. I remember last week after our third loss, I texted my group of friends and said, Texans football's back, baby. Difficult to watch. But we got to win. I mean, it was against Tennessee, but hey, it's a division game. We got to win. We got to win. And maybe that's what turns it around. Wow, that's awesome, Joy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have I actually chose the Texans in our content creator fantasy football group, which, if you don't know, we have a bunch of content creators came together to create a one strike and you're out type pick'em fantasy group. So you basically pick a team to win every week, and If they don't win, you're out of the league. If they win, you keep on going, and it just slowly dwindles down. And we counted it before we went live. There's 11 people that have been cut. 11 channels have been cut, and 11 channels still in it. So, see how it goes. Only us and Bree picked the Texans this week, but that was a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty solid.
I just realized this is my first live at home since I got back from Alabama last weekend. So much has happened. I cannot believe it's just been 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
1 week since Alabama.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It seems like a lifetime ago, but also just yesterday. I was just messaging Jamie a couple minutes before I went live, and I told her that I missed her. And she said that she's ready for another trip. So I'm ready for another trip too.
What's the next trip?
I don't know. Well, I think we're going to try to go to Savannah in the spring for some sort of similar, and you're coming with me. I'm going to make it happen. Similar meet and greet / homesteading event. One of the creators there said that they really wanted us to come. So I'll get probably more information.
Savannah.
Savannah. Like molasses.
Gotta let it roll off the tongue like molasses.
Savannah. So we've driven through Savannah, but I've never stopped in Savannah.
Yeah.
I want to stop. I want to stop in Savannah. I want to take a little stroll. I want to walk about, and I want to take a little gander here and there and eat some good food. So I've heard.
I saw a ghost.
Yeah, I know you saw a ghost in Savannah.
Not in Savannah.
Well,
I took a ghost tour in Savannah.
Right.
But there was no ghost on the ghost tour.
Mm-hmm.
Which Savannah apparently is super haunted. I saw a ghost on Tybee Island, right outside of Savannah, at Fort Pulaski.
Should we talk about the weird thing that happened while I was gone in Alabama to all of us?
Yeah.
In different states?
Yeah.
Because that was kind of weird.
It was on a video.
On my live?
Yeah. Well, no, on your live, but also you recording you waking up at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but that didn't explain all the things that happened at that time.
Yeah, I didn't really get to talk about my perspective.
No.
You talked about yours on the live, and we got to see some of it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But what was weird about that? So, what?
Rewind for a second.
Okay.
If you haven't seen our YouTube video where Buddy puts everything together, he does a lot of editing. I do a lot of the recording, and he makes the magic happen. Which video was it exactly? It was just the compilation of the pedal ski pass.
It was the road trip.
Road trip.
Yeah, road trip.
Part of the road trip video, there's a section in it where the TV is on, and Jamie, the TV, it's 2:30 in the morning, the TVs are on, we're delirious, and I'm laughing. Jamie's panicking because she can't find the remote.
Yeah, she's fumbling through stuff, trying to turn everything off. It's bright as day.
You can actually see this footage. If you haven't seen it and you want to go back and watch it, it's on the YouTube one. Just to give you context that I did record it, because I didn't really know how weird the whole night was actually going to be until the next morning when I talked to Buddy. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and it even got a little weirder throughout the day. But Steph calls me. So that night was weird. I'm laying in bed, and I'm fast asleep. And all of a sudden, Steph starts talking in the bedroom. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And for a second, I think Steph's up in the room on the phone. But then it clicks, she's not even here. She's out of town, but it's her voice, and she's just talking. She's so, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. She's talking about just random whatever. And I'm
it's normal.
I'm freaking out. And then I realized that my phone randomly started playing the recent live that the night before from her and Jamie. And Steph happened to be talking at that time, but I guess because on my phone, when I had right before I had fallen asleep, I had the live on or something, and it was still just sitting there on my phone. But What made it press play and start playing? I have no idea. That has never happened before on my phone. So it just starts playing live at 2:30 in the morning, and I'm freaking out trying to figure out what's going on. Well, my natural instinct, and this is no matter what wakes me up, it doesn't matter. If anything wakes me up in the middle of the night, my natural instinct is to get up and walk around the house, like just to check on things, because I always have this feeling like something woke me up for a reason. So I'm going to walk around and I'm going to check on things. And when I got up, what?
Sorry.
What?
It just reminded me of the time that the smoke detector went off.
Oh my gosh.
At like 2 a.m. one time, and Buddy went over to our alarm keypad, and he was in such a state of like sleep. He went to our alarm keypad and was typing in the alarm. And I was like, Buddy, it's the smoke detector. The smoke detector is going off. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, stop pressing the alarm keypad, because he just got up and he heard something and he thought it was, anyway, it just made me remember that. Keep going. Sorry. You walk around.
All right. So I'm walking around and Alora's awake. And I was like, why are you awake? It's 2:30. And she said, I heard a loud bang. And I was like, a loud bang? And she's like, yeah, I heard something like a crash noise. So I walk around looking for a crash noise. I don't see anything. And I check everything, check the doors, check outside. We're good. Everything's fine. I go back to sleep. Just weird. The next morning, I have the kids in the car, and I had just dropped off Caden at the high school. And I have Connor and Alora in my truck. And we just started talking about it randomly, like what happened last night. And Connor was like, yeah, I was awake too at 2:30. And I was like, well, what, you were awake? And Connor said, I thought I heard Mom talking. So I'm like, well, that's weird, because
so weird.
He would not have been able to hear my phone from my bedroom on the entire opposite side of the house with my door shut and everything. So he wakes up because he thought he heard Mom talking. That was strange.
Did he ever find the source of Mom talking?
Mm-mm.
Oh, weird.
He just got up and like looked out in the hallway and then went back to bed. Well, that afternoon when I picked Caden up from school, I'm telling Caden about the story. And Caden's like, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning too. And I was like, why were you awake? And he was like, I don't know. I just woke up and I was like wide awake at 2:30 in the morning for some reason.
I think it had to have been like a sun flare or something, like some sort of like electromagnetic pulse or something, because Jamie finally found the remotes the next day. Like that night, she ended up unplugging the TVs from the wall in the RV because they just wouldn't shut off. And so she unplugged them. She was like, I've never even used these TVs. I don't even know where the remotes are. But the next day she was like fumbling through some cabinets that she like packed away new manuals in and stuff. She was like, oh, well, here's the remotes. We never plugged in the TVs again because we were not about to experience another random TV bright light in the middle of the night thing. Yeah. But it was just so weird how that all happened at the exact same time. I was in a completely different state. I was in Mississippi that night. You were back at home in Texas, and we all at 2:30 in the morning just
had an event.
Had something weird happen. That was unexplainable.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing else after that. I went back to bed, woke up in the morning, nothing else weird, but yeah, that was strange.
Super weird.
Yeah.
Nothing spooky, no like paranormal type stuff, I would say, but it's just like a weird coincidence. Unexplained.
Yeah. I guess I could have called you, but at the same time, like in the moment, I'm not thinking about like
something wrong with me.
Yeah, I'm just like, that was a really weird instance. And you got to keep in mind, the whole Connor thing and Caden thing, that was the next day. Yeah, I just woke up and Alora was awake and she said she heard a crash. Us waking up in the middle of the night and Alora being awake is not out of the ordinary. That's very common that she is just awake in the middle of the night for whatever reason.
Yeah. Also, Alora, she sleepwalks.
She does sleepwalk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of thought it was a weird thing that happened to me. I was just like, okay, well, that's very strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess because of how strange it was, I could have called you and made sure you're okay, which is funny because you would have been awake freaking out because all the TVs were on in your RV.
Yeah. That was a weird thing. But Pedals was awesome. Pedals was so funny. Like just being with Jamie in the RV, all of our experiences, trying to prank Ryan the roaster with a fail. Awesome. That's so good, Anna. Congratulations.
That's really cool.
Yeah, just meeting all the creators, all the other creators, meeting all of you guys that were able to make it out there. It's such a cool experience, and I really want to bring Buddy next time when we do another one, because we will. Scrounging to get all of my stuff together because I didn't even realize we were gonna have a booth, and then we ended up having a booth, and so I was like able to last minute bring some stuff to the booth, which is pretty neat. So yeah, it was a good time. And then as soon as I got back home, the day I got back home, I hit the road working. I did some real estate stuff. I had to get with some of my clients. I got home. I didn't even see the kids. I didn't see Buddy until like 9:30 that night, Monday when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, all Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was at the hospital.
Yeah.
I've been at the hospital. So basically my routine is drop off Alora, go to the hospital, give Kim a break, bring Kim whatever packages she needs or whatever, bring them breakfast. Kim leaves for a little bit and then comes back after a few hours. And so she can take a shower because where she's at in the ICU, they only have one joint shower on the whole floor for patients. And I guess whoever's there to stay, but it's one communal shower. And so you basically have to either, she was like washing her hair with just the bar of soap. So she was able to go home, clean up and, change clothes and refresh and then come back. I feel bad because I would love to be able to stay the night there and give her a night at home, but I really don't think that she would go for that. She doesn't like to be away from Levi for very long. So, but I know that she does appreciate the small times that G is up there. G was up there this weekend. Tina was up there this weekend. So G and Tina, I even texted your mom, I was like, I feel weird. I haven't been up there in like 24 hours. And I feel like weird.
Let's just talk about having a meet and greet with all the Morrows soon.
Yeah, he has been kind of toying with that. I don't know, just based off of the logistics of the way Pedals worked. And I don't know how it would work here, but I don't know that we would get the same turnout, but it does. He has to realize there was 4,000 people, 3,000 to 4,000 people, and how we would. Yeah. Not again. I don't know like how many people would actually come.
November, he was saying.
Yeah.
Knowing Lester, he'll let us know the day before.
Absolutely.
The day before, we're supposed to do something. He'll say, "Hey, everyone, we need everyone to do this."
Everyone, go to Jake's to help work. I'm like, dude, what? Give me some notice. It'll be like, you have a booth the day before. Shoot.
That is true. You found out you had a booth the day before at Pedals with the Bass. But hey, you made it work. You made it work.
Well, to be fair, I was already planning on going. So at least I had that going for me. It was just packing up all my stuff.
Yeah. That was, because you were scrambling to not only pack everything, but to you were still making things. You were like trying to finish crafting things.
I still have my half finished last batch. Yeah. I haven't touched pottery, y'all, in like 2 weeks. I miss it. Yeah. But honestly, life will resume normal later on. Right now, my whole entire being is like making sure my family's okay. And by my family, I mean Kim and Levi. And so I was even telling Buddy, I was like, hey, this is temporary. We're going to do what we have to do to put our kind of like take a step back and make sure that he's good and mom is good. That's like been, we're not going to get there. I'm not going to go there.
The surgeon that did Levi's surgery reminded us so much of Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Yeah, his hair. specifically.
He came out in his scrubs and his hair was crazy and wiry and like gray.
But that's how you know you trust a man.
Yeah, and he just looked like he had been through it. And I made a joke to my mom when my mom told me, like, I thought he kind of looked like the guy from Back to the Future. And I just made this joke, like, he comes in, he takes his mask off, and he goes, "Great Scott!" Like, that's exactly what
You didn't do that.
What I expected him to say.
You didn't do that.
Marty. Yeah, he was something else, but he was very nice. I mean, the surgeon did spend a lot of time explaining to us everything, like all the things that happened and all they were able to clean out and all that kind of stuff. So that was really good. I was glad I could be there for that. I just left. I had a break in at work, and I just headed straight to the hospital for a little bit. And
I know your mom really appreciated you there.
I was hoping that I was going to be able to get there at the hospital as Levi is coming out of surgery, and I was going to, be able to be there for that. But man, that surgery took the entire length of the surgery time.
Plus some, yeah.
Yeah, it was so. But yeah, I got to talk to the surgeon a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel you on that. It has been a lot. This whole week has been just making sure that my mom has everything she needs, that Levi has everything that he needs. I mowed my mom's yard yesterday. Thank you so much for the suggestion, because when we were working bees yesterday, someone commented and said that I know your mom would really appreciate it if you mowed her yard. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. So, just doing the things that we can do. I grabbed the mower and went over and mowed my mom's yard. So
yeah,
trying to help out in any way we can. So,
yeah.
And then tonight we'll be bringing her dinner. So yeah.
But speaking of the bees.
Oh yeah, the bees. The bees.
Yeah. So I brought a little bit of just what we did. If you missed that, we went live randomly because it wasn't even on the agenda, but we have not really spent any time at home to do much here in a while. And if you missed the live, I made it kind of an announcement about why we had to do the bees pretty quickly, because we last year harvested our fall honey too late. Goldenrod, if you're not, smell good?
Doesn't smell like goldenrod.
It doesn't smell like goldenrod.
Doesn't smell like gym socks.
Yeah. So goldenrod is a plant. It actually is medicinal to help treat goldenrod allergies. So it's this really long stalk with.
It's probably really great for you around here, honestly, to have goldenrod honey.
It has to, yeah.
Because the goldenrod is so
prevalent
and prevalent.
And
yes.
It makes you, the allergies are insane from it. But if you take a tincture, or if you have goldenrod honey, which has the pollen of the goldenrod, and you ingest it, it helps you get through that allergy season. So, with that being said, when the bees get to the goldenrod honey, or get to the goldenrod pollen and bring it back in, it makes the honey stink.
Some of you have probably bought it from us.
In the past. Yeah, but I mean in very small amounts. And I don't know if you could really smell it from the little tiny thing, but when you open the big,
I think you could.
You could use
it. It probably was not as strong as when you open the large big, container.
That 5-gallon bucket of it knocked down.
But I remember having to come on a video at one point and just be like, look, there's nothing wrong with the honey. There just happens to be this flower called goldenrod, and the honey does not have a great smell, but it has a great taste. And that's true. The goldenrod honey does taste delicious.
Yeah.
You have to get past the smell of it.
Yeah, it smells like gym socks.
It smells like gym socks. And I felt horrible because we had no idea. It was just like...
Because we never waited that long to harvest our honey.
The first time we started extracting, Seth was like, I think something's bad. So something's got to be bad. I don't think something's right.
Yeah, I was like, is it fermenting? Like, what is happening?
And we looked it up, and no, it is the goldenrod.
It was. And so I told Buddy, I said, listen, we're approaching fall. We've got to get to our hives before the goldenrod blooms. And so now we know, and we did, and it's awesome, and it's dark in color. The light's shining on it right now, so it's a little bit golden in the light, but from far away, it's a darker color honey than our spring honey. Our spring honey is like very, very light golden color, but fall, because of the tallow trees and other stuff around here, makes it a very dark, rich honey.
Yeah, we did have a lot of comments after the live yesterday that said, I wish I could have seen the rest of it, but honestly, guys, the rest of it is so basic. I mean,
well, I shared the scraping of the video.
Yeah, and you did, and showed it. We strained it into a jar, and that's about it.
Yeah, but I am filming. I'm doing a whole video on how I render the beeswax. So there's another step to how I process the beeswax from after all the honey is extracted, and I save that beeswax to use in my cosmetic stuff like the chapsticks and the lotions and the soaps. I use every bit of it. So I am doing a video showing you how I do that process of rendering down the beeswax away from all the other stuff. So be on the lookout for that.
We like basic too. We like to keep it as basic as possible.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever had any of Steph's products know that we stick to the bare min.
Yeah.
We don't add anything fancy, but that's what makes it great.
I wouldn't say bare minimum. I mean, it's effort.
Well, I know. I'm not talking about the effort. I'm talking about the ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Basic ingredients.
Basic. Something that you can read and pronounce.
Yeah. But yeah, so there is a short that you can see the last bit of it, just straining it into the
jars. I used a Tom Petty song for that.
Did it work? Did you tell me it was not working?
No, it was just my phone being weird. But yeah, it worked.
Cool.
Yeah, love me some Tom Petty. Should we talk about how we finally got an upcoming video that's going to be coming up? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Should we do a little sneak peek?
Let's do it. Dun dun dun. Anyone? Let's see how long it takes to guess.
Let's see who can guess.
What is this?
What this is?
What is it?
What is this? I'm gonna give you a little bit of a up close. And why are you scooting over?
I can't see the comment. You're putting it right in front of me.
Let me pop it open. Maybe it'll give you a little.
Olive oil, vanilla. Oh, my vanilla extract.
No, I've got some of that. This is not it.
Vanilla extract. Yeah.
Ooh, I see it. See a couple. See a couple people.
Yes. Yes, this is the wine. I think the first.
Like my fancy glasses. Don't squeeze it too hard, bud.
It's not muscadine wine.
No, it's in there. I saw it. I saw someone say it.
This was the first one, I think, Debbie.
Yeah. Oh no! Look, you missed it. There's a bunch of them.
Well, I know there's a bunch.
Oh. Okay.
I was trying to find the first one. So this is our Blackberry wine.
Don't squeeze it too hard. These cups are paper thin.
It's our man. It was chilled. Now it's room temperature.
It's kind of cold.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Still.
It's like It's like a I don't know, something sour. Not bad. Just so tart.
It's tart.
So tart. Think of the tartest blackberries you've ever had.
And then drink it.
And then you drink it. So, oh God. All right.
So we're not selling Blackberry wine anytime soon.
It's not bad, honestly. If you like,
you're a little dramatic.
If you like sour, it's sour. The alcohol's not very high.
Yeah, it's like 7%.
7%, but it's a fruit wine, so
I could have added more sugar at the processing part of it to increase the ABV. Did not. I used the natural sugars from the blackberries to ferment it naturally. So like basically this is what you'd have if you were back in the 1800s. Okay. I'm serious. It's basic. It's yeast. It's the sugars from the blackberries and
I mean, if you've watched our blackberry wine journey, You know that we really didn't do anything special to it.
No, bare minimum.
But basic, as you may say.
Basic.
Bare minimum. But yeah, it's it came out. So what we're making, this is not what we're making. This is not the finished product.
We're like monks.
Yeah. What we're making is a sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Like a champagne
This is not
style.
The sparkling wine.
Champagne style wine.
Yeah.
This is just kind of refrigerated.
It's refrigerated, uncarbonated. Your basic table wine.
And yeah, it is a sour blackberry.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just sour.
It reminds me of Welch's grape juice. That's what I told Betty yesterday.
More sour than that.
You know what? I'm going to do a blind, well, maybe not a blind test.
There's no way anyone is going to think that is Welch's grape juice.
I really get a Welch's grape juice from it.
Yeah, but it's so sour. It's so tart.
We should bring this to Cooking with Daniel and just let them try it.
Tomorrow our bottling video comes out, and it was fun.
We did make mead, Lori. Yes, we did.
Yeah, the mead was really good.
Mead was good.
We still have a bottle of fall wine in the house. Yeah, which...
Do we, from our pears?
Yeah,
that was
2 years ago.
Ooh, I bet it's so good.
We probably need to crack that open.
Spiced pear wine from 2 years ago?
I guess it'll last for a while, but
yeah,
it's fall.
I wonder if this would calm down some after you just let it sit.
Maybe, but I think the sparkling will help a little bit with that. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Patty.
Huh?
The hilarious video with Jamie.
I had such a good time. My stomach hurt from that video.
Yeah, my stomach hurt from editing that video. It's
from
hilarious.
Laughing?
Yes. Especially at the end when I was looking at, she had already like wrapped everything up in the video and I'm editing it, right? So I'm seeing this after the fact. But she was like, thank you guys so much for joining and just kind of ended the video. But then I see another clip that I'm like looking through and it's just like her at night with the back scratcher going over and like back scratching Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh, I died laughing.
I love those back scratchers.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. What were we saying? The sparkling wine.
The pear wine.
Oh, the pear wine, yes. But I did say, that this wine's going to be a sparkling wine by the time it's done, if it doesn't explode.
Yeah, you have to see how we explode-proofed our wine bottles tomorrow after the video because you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, so you good? You don't have to drink it. I'll drink it.
I'm going to drink it. I made it. I'm going to drink it.
I don't think we'd come away with any blue ribbons for this one.
No. It reminds me of I've only made one drink that I would not drink, and that was that vanilla bean porter
that you gave out to your friends for free.
Guys, I made a vanilla bean porter one time. I brewed this beer. And I was a baby brewer at the time.
Just like I'm a baby potter.
Right.
Oh.
But I had this idea that I was going to buy vanilla beans, but I didn't know how vanilla beans worked. I didn't know where the vanilla came from in a vanilla bean.
Should have asked me.
So I found out later that you split the bean open and you scrape out the vanilla. I didn't know that. So what did I do? I just threw a bunch of whole vanilla beans in there. Didn't cut them open, didn't cut them in half, didn't do anything. Just threw them all in there.
Sink or swim.
Vanilla bean rinds are like the most bitter thing that you've ever tasted in your life. And all that bitterness just came out in the beer and it was not good. So
like dirty rock water.
It was gross. So what I did was, because I brewed it, so I had a bunch and I bottled it. So I was like, anytime anyone came over, I was like, take 12 beers, take 24, take them.
Take them all.
Yeah. And everyone would be like, oh my God, really? You can have all this? Of course you can.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That was the one and only bad beer that you've ever brewed. It was like lesson learned.
It is the only bad beer I can say. And bad beer is it's just like wine. It's a spectrum, right? And it's just like, it's almost always drinkable. Very rarely is it drinkable, even if something happens.
This could, bad wine is technically just vinegar at some point. Did you know that?
Yeah. This is real close.
It is not even.
I'm just kidding.
Listen.
If anything, it's balsamic or something.
This is not a balsamic. This is good.
I'm kidding. It is good. It's good. And I think it's going to be even better sparkling. But
yeah.
It took us a long time to get to bottling that wine. It
did.
Really did. We just, life just happened and that wine just sat forever.
And maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe.
Because it sat on the fruit.
Just sat
stuff.
on the trube.
Yeah.
On the trube.
True.
So the trube, this is a lesson that you'll learn in the video
I don't like that word, trube.
Trube is what is left after the yeast has done its work, right? So when you're brewing, whether it be a beer or a wine, when the yeast does its work, it dies and it just kind of falls and leaves this layer of sediment. That's called trube. You really shouldn't leave if you're going to let it condition, there is something called a secondary condition, which is what you should do.
Which is what we did.
We did, but we didn't do it correctly. We kind of botched it a little bit. Secondary condition means that all the fermenting is done and you remove all of your alcohol off of that trube and you let it just sit by itself for however long you want it to condition. We kind of botched our secondary, so it sat with a lot of sediment at the bottom. And that also alters the flavor, I'm sure, but I don't think it altered it in a bad way. It's sour. I think we just had some tart blackberries.
We had really tart blackberries.
Yeah.
Speaking of blackberries, I had blackberries for breakfast from our blackberry bush, which puts off blackberries. I was telling my grandma today, she's like, how are you still getting blackberries? And we get blackberries from this blackberry variety between April and December. It's a very long producer. It will take a little bit of a break in the hottest part of the summer. So I don't know, August, we don't get any, but we're just now getting a second round. There's white flowers on them and there's blackberries, pickable blackberries on them. So until the freeze, we'll get blackberries. And then a big push again around May.
Yeah. Jake's making muscadine wine.
Cool.
We've done that, right?
We've not made muscadine. I always use our muscadines for jelly. Yeah.
We make jelly.
I did save some muscadines this year, and they are in the freezer if I do want to try out some. But I think I'm going to wait until they're fresh again next year.
I love your muscadine jelly.
I do too.
It is so good.
I think I like it better than the blackberry.
Oh, yeah. It's better than any jelly I've ever had in my entire life. And you can't buy it anywhere. You can't just go buy muscadine jelly.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, the blackberry jam is good.
Mm-hmm. Blackberry jam is very good.
Yeah.
But there's something about the muscadines.
Yeah.
It's in our blood down here.
It is. Yeah. Really like it.
It's okay if Jake doesn't know what he's doing, because that's the fun part.
Oh yeah.
Not knowing what you're doing, that's where the experience and the enjoyment comes in, because whatever happens.
Yeah.
Unless
you see some mold on top, it's probably fine.
Yeah, don't drink anything moldy.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's kind of like a life rule.
When's your store opening again?
Oh gosh, I know. I know.
We just shipped everything to Alabama.
No, I would normally have it open probably right around now, around October. But life. And I also am really, really considering moving everything off of Etsy and onto our website.
Which a lot of people have recommended.
A lot of people have requested
do.
that I leave Etsy,
Yeah.
and then I go to our own website, which we have our own website. It's the denmanhomestead.com.
Yeah.
And on our website, the denmanhomestead.com has a link to our Etsy store, a link to YouTube and Facebook. It's literally a one-stop shop. It has our merch, like our t-shirts that I just relaunched, some old things, some fall t-shirts, some a Christmas t-shirt with Molly on it, the dairy cow Molly. Anyway, it is everything there. But if you go to the Etsy link, it's going to say, sorry, we're on vacation. And that's because we're not really on vacation. We're actually fighting for our life. We're in survival mode right now. What?
That was just funny the way you did it.
Oh.
It's going to say, sorry, we're on vacation.
Yeah. So yeah, I would love to eventually move everything over. What?
Yes, we do have merch. Everything, every link to all the things is on the denmanhomestead.com. So we try to put it all in one place because we could just send you 10 different links of 10 different places, but
all those links are on that one, in that one place. And I write a blog. So this morning, I haven't been really great at keeping up with the blog, but the blog did come out this morning, and that is on some top 5 medicinal herbs that you can use with, it's like antibiotic properties with like garlic and oregano and
it's actually the season for your honey garlic.
Yeah, we've got some fermented garlic in the fridge that we keep on stock.
If you have never made some fermented honey garlic, kept it in your refrigerator for cold and flu season, you're missing out because that stuff will.
Oh, it's a superfood. Yeah, honey. Honey is also a natural antifungal. It's awesome, but the garlic too has great antibiotic properties. However, I will say, if you decide to do a fermented honey garlic in a little jar, look for organic garlic, because a lot of times when you get garlic heads from the grocery store, they're bleached, and sprayed down with stuff that isn't great for your immune system. So look for, if you want to do the medicinal route.
Tip of the day: don't eat bleach.
You don't do that. Look for organic, or even better, try growing it yourself because it's super easy. It's super easy to grow.
Come back for more great tips.
I love you. You're so cute. Don't eat bleach. But yeah, that would make it even better for you if it was an organic type of garlic. You could do minced garlic. You could do like a teaspoon of minced garlic if you don't want to chew on a whole clove. At first, I was like, this is going to be weird. I don't chew on whole cloves of garlic well because it's spicy. But when they're soaked in that honey for a long time,
starts to counteract with each other.
It's super sweet. It's like a sweet treat.
Still gets spicy, but it's sweet.
You could poke some holes in it too, and you could get that honey in there to absorb a little bit faster if you want to, since we're approaching cold and flu season pretty quickly. Yeah. Or like I said, just get you some minced garlic in there and stir it in there, and it'll really help tame down that spicy garlic flavor.
Yes.
I was even telling Buddy, I think it'd be really cool this year in one of our smaller honey jars to put in some of our homegrown cayenne peppers, or even Tabasco peppers, and make hot honey, because I really like Mike's hot honey.
I planted you some Tabascos.
I saw that you planted the Tabascos. Actually, what he did was he uprooted my Tabasco plant while he was.
And an okra and a tomato.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
So we're finally, Buddy started clearing out our big giant garden because it was a jungle.
Garden reclamation.
But there's still some stuff hidden in there, like my pepper plants and the okra and some tomatoes.
Did you see the
basil?
The basil
that you hung? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He chopped my basil down. He hung it upside down so it could dry in the garage. I've got random plants replanted everywhere that I have no idea where or how, because he did it while I was gone today. Anyway,
the amount of basil we have is actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, I planted a lot of basil this year.
Fire truck?
Fire truck?
Yeah, fire truck.
That's pretty close.
So
that's loud.
So let this fire emergency pass. So we do not have honey for sale, and we'll tell you why. So if you have been watching us for a while, you may know that we lost all of our hives, and we gained a wild hive. It came out of nowhere. We were not necessarily ready to start building our hives back up yet, but a little colony showed up. It's all on video the day that Steph found the colony, and they just continued to grow, and we've checked on them and added for them, and super gentle bees. But what you saw yesterday, if you saw the live, was the first time that we've robbed ever from this hive. Mm-hmm. So those frames that we got, 5-6 frames that we got, that's all the honey we have. So for us, that's kind of like the honey that we need, like
to get through until spring.
To get through until spring. So we're not selling any honey, unfortunately, because we just don't have a production of hives.
But we will again.
We will again. And this has been a really good experience with these bees that we have. They are so gentle. They're so awesome. I took the empty frames. There were some people, I think, in the comments asking about what we were doing with the empty frames that had the honey residue on them. I took them back out to the bees and let them clean them all off. And even this morning, they're still cleaning up those frames this morning. So it's kind of like a frenzy as they're all just like grabbing honey and moving back. And no one's robbing them. There was no fighting or anything going on. They're just cleaning the honey. So there's a lot of activity around the hive. I walked right up to the hive, and the box that we had left that had some bees in it still that I was letting them just kind of clear out, I picked up the box and walked off, and not one of them even buzzed me. No one cared. And we had just robbed them the day before. So
such a good feeling for me to have a gentle hive, because obviously
we've had rough hives.
I've had an experience with some mean bees, so it's a reassuring feeling for me that I could be out there working in my garden. Not to say that we'll never have a hot hive again, but knowing that the hive that we do have now, Pops' hive that he gave us, that is still in Bree's pasture.
Yeah, we do have that hive. We need to go rob it.
We do need to rob them, but they are not nice because they are hardly ever messed with. So they're not used to people walking around them. They're not used to being robbed. They're a pretty aggressive hive. They're not a hot hive like we had where we had to kill off the queen and requeen it. But
they're just aggressive.
They're just aggressive.
And aggressive bees, honestly, are some of the best bees you can have because they don't take
crap.
Nothing from no one.
Nope.
And I mean, you're a beetle, you're a spider, you're a wasp.
Out of there. Yeah. Really?
Yeah, that's what my shirt says. Techie as heck. I got it at some teaching convention. Yeah. But yeah, so that's sometimes the gentle bees are the ones that you really got to stay on top of. You got to do hive inspections more often. You got to kill beetles more often. And you just got to make sure because they don't do as well protecting themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hive that Pops gave us is still up there, and one day we are going to move it.
It's a pain to move bees, y'all. If you can imagine.
It's rough.
We're gonna have to leave to go to Denman's, but I wanted to answer one question. I saw they asked about the mama dog. Do we still have her? And we do. She's still with us. We have discovered her puppy nature is in full force. She likes to chew.
She's a chewer.
She enjoys chewing all of the shoes.
You know, we had to leave her on house arrest for 10 days.
Which she was not an inside. She didn't even know how to walk on the floor because she didn't know what this was. Like her nails on the tile and everything. She was really like, what is this? What is this space?
After the spay, 10 days on house arrest. Some of that with a cone. And when she had a cone, it wasn't as bad with the chewing. But But man, when the cone came off, no one's things were safe. Laura lost probably 4 pairs of shoes.
I lost some of my shoes.
I lost a pair of shoes.
Yeah, we all lost. Caden lost shoelaces.
Everyone learned real quick to
Pick up your shoes.
lock their shoes up in safe locations.
Yeah.
But she's back outside now.
She's back outside, and she stays near the house, and she has not brought us anybody else's stuff. Like before, she was bringing us other people's shoes, but they were never chewed on. So I was really confused because when we were getting random strangers' clothing items, they weren't chewed up. They were just dropped and delivered. But then when she was inside, I think it was anxiety, not knowing what was going on, maybe a little bit of boredom if she was left alone for a minute, because she wasn't really alone for very long, maybe at nighttime. But so yeah, she's doing really well. She healed perfectly.
She healed like a champ.
She's back outside.
She's just a baby. That's the crazy thing. She's such a baby. The fact that she had a whole litter of 8 puppies and she's just a baby.
She is a baby.
And you can just see it in her, in the way she acts.
She loves following Alora up and down to G's.
She is such a puppy.
Oh my gosh, she just sticks by Alora's side, and I think it's adorable.
Yeah.
She's good. Lola's good too.
Lola's a hoot.
Lola's going through something. We've never had bunnies. So Lola is actually losing her
lion's mane.
Her lion's mane is turning, because now she's bigger. She's not a baby anymore. So her lion's mane is more like a beard now. Mm-hmm. It's not super fluffy the way it was. And I think that's just the way that her coat is changing. But she's also, I've noticed, like, collecting fur. As I'm vacuuming and stuff around her little area, I'll see that she's got like little, maybe they make nests. I don't know. I haven't had time to look into the way that bunnies operate, but her mane is changing and her coloring is changing. So,
and she loafs. That's my favorite thing.
When she puts her back legs out and her front legs out, and Connor calls her a piece of bread. It's funny because she
loaf of bread.
A loaf, yeah.
She just loafs.
Like a little
just a loaf on the edge.
She's cute.
Yeah, she is adorable. Okay, well, we said we're gonna wrap this up early. We're still kind of a little late to get down there, but the plan is we're gonna go to Cooking with Dan and Lou. We're going to get some food. We're gonna try and eat quick and grab the food, and then head to the hospital and give my mom a home-cooked meal, which she hasn't had in a while. So that's the plan right now. Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Please check out our videos this week coming up. And if you haven't already, we would love it if you shared our videos and like and subscribe if you haven't, so you get the notifications when the next one comes out.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.